Just learning from you with regards to what it's like to be a business owner, to do certain things, to take care of your staff, to take care of corporate culture, seeing some of those things that I view to be successful, sometimes not being able to see behind the curtains with regards to things that people are struggling with.
Yeah.
Getting back to the physical activity piece from earlier, what are some of these things where you find yourself implementing a routine that support your mental clarity and your overall performance as an entrepreneur and as somebody who is doing a great job of having what I would call a very community-facing and impactful business?
I'm very structured. I religiously live by my Outlook calendar, and I make sure that everything is taken care of from that calendar, and that has anything to do with my follow-up calls, my appointments, my things that I need to do as a business owner on a day-to-day basis. My business partner and I, we kind of share responsibilities, but my Outlook calendar just helps me be so organized. It's like my checkbox when it comes down to it. I do a lot of yoga. Yoga is very, very helpful to me. It allows me to just take an hour, put my phone away, and just breathe and relax. And I can't tell you how refreshing it is after a yoga class, even if it's a challenging, fast-paced yoga class that helps you just kind of go along your day because you're actually disconnected. I do work out a lot. There's that, you know it more than me, when if you work out, it's basically like, what is it, taking certain types of medication or something like that. It just gives you that chemical balance or something like that.
Yeah, you get that rush.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm motivated. I'm very routine-based, so I have to get my workout in. It's a part of my day, and I'm just very, very routine-oriented, and that's helped me in my personal and professional life.
I've seen you regularly at Lifetime Fitness. I mean, that's something, right? You're one of the original members there.
Day one. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a great place.
I mean, you can't beat it. I would equate it to my friends who are listening who went to Ohio State with me. It's like the RPAC. I mean, it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Everything's there. Very, very social environment, and you could almost spend hours there.
The crazy thing about Lifetime is it is expensive, and I won't deny the fact that it is expensive, but you're investing into your own health. And if you're going to use everything that's there, I mean, Josh, I swim, I use their sauna, their steam room, their showers, their cafeteria where we can work remotely, yoga, lifting, basketball, cycling, turf. I mean, it's you name it. If you use everything and you use it frequently, it is the cheapest investment. So it's not the $120 a month. It's how many times do you go? What is your cost per hour that you go there? If I go there 20 times a month, I'm basically paying $6 every time I'm there, and I'm there for an hour and a half. You go to a bar and you have one beer, it's $7. So it's so worth your health to invest into that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and when you talk about personal investment, I think you're automatically going to get a better return. I can think of this year and how much different 2019 was for me as opposed to 2018, and my commitment to my personal self was much better, both on a physical level, on a mental level. I have worked out no less than 3 times a week for the entire year, and I just feel like I am much more productive. I'm getting that immediate translation to other aspects of my life. I feel like I'm making better professional decisions, better personal decisions. I've always heard it like, when you choose to work out, it's not always easy. You are choosing a small micro struggle, and that micro struggle and these small incidences where you are choosing to do stuff that is challenging, I think better prepare you for the unpredictability of whether or not it's entrepreneurship or things going on in your life. But getting back to your routine, not only from a physical standpoint, are there any things that you equate? I know you're in the camp where you don't need to wake up before the sunrise anymore every morning. I know how you personally feel about that. Are there any things that you think are especially important to your ability to be successful as an entrepreneur?
I do. I'm a huge believer of smart growth. We could, at this point right now, hire 3 more people and think that we're going to sell a certain amount of additional insurance and things like that. I am a huge believer in smart growth. I'm also a huge believer in not being so suffocated by your business and getting out and doing things personal because it will take over you. So I have 3 service employees that are absolutely amazing. Someone called them Mike's Angels at a happy hour event recently. Connie, Kristen, and Lucia. They support our business. Our business does not operate without them in any way, shape, or form, because if we didn't have them, then Ian and myself, we're not only selling, to our new policyholders, we're also servicing them. So that does not allow us to grow. I think that investing into your staff is so critically important. Taking care of them, finding out what makes them click, and rewarding them is so important. I've never lost an employee, and I take so much pride in that, and I know Ian does as well. So my idea is to grow the business in a smart function. So as our business grows, we're not just going to hire employees just to hire them. It's to let's support our policyholder base while Ian and I can continue to grow the business. Our service staff is also exceptional at sales. So when one of us is out of the office and things like that, they are amazing at that and taking care of our policyholders. That is the most important thing. My number one goal with insurance at this point is I have 5.5 years of policyholders, and they are the most important thing to me. And they've been with me. They are loyal to me. I am loyal to them. So the most important thing is taking care of them and having the staff to support them that is trained and educated and knows how we service our policyholders. Then as we grow, it's to bring on more service professionals to take care of our existing clients. At some point, we'll get into hiring a sales professional for outside business because you have to grow at some point, and Ian and myself can't do it by ourselves forever. But the most critical part of my business at this point is servicing our existing policyholder book.
Right. And customer retention, as crazy as it sounds, even from a physical therapy standpoint,
Yeah.
If somebody came to me for one area of their body with regards to a complaint, I would love to have the opportunity to obviously serve them again. So definitely speaking the same language there. We are always trying to do our best, not necessarily to get new people, but just take amazing care of the people that we have at that moment.
Exactly. So for an example, in our world, we have a 90% retention, which for insurance is extremely high. It's typically in the 70s. So with that, you're losing only 10% of your clients a year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 10 years into my business, multiply that 10% by 10, I'm losing 100% of 1 year of business that year. So at some point, we're going to be not growing as fast as we were. We might actually lose policyholders once you're past that 10-year mark because the 90%, like I said, the 90%, 10 times 10. So at that point, that's when we need to kind of start looking into different types of options, such as hiring sales professionals to grow the book even further.
And when you talk about hiring a sales professional, one of the things that I imagine you're going to have that person do is something that I think you and your team do very, very well, which is being involved in community events, networking. You recently had a very, very successful charity event. Can you talk a little bit more about your strategy there, some things that you feel like are very, very important for people and businesses to do with regards to getting out and about and connecting with the world around them?
Yeah, and I think that's very, very important. A couple things. The first thing is giving back to the community is so critically important. We host an event every year. We call it the Holiday Kickoff Party. We do it before Thanksgiving because, after Thanksgiving, it's party after party after party. We host it. We pay for, food and drinks and appetizers and things like that. And we encourage anyone that we work with to come and donate a toy. We donate every year to Children's Miracle Network. They are a local group of hospitals around the area. And, they're heavily philanthropic. And this year we donated 135 toys, all brand new toys, to their hospitals, as well as $1,500. And it's a great event for everyone to come together. It is a marketing piece for us as well. It definitely is. But everyone's giving back. We're all coming together to take care of them. And that's an event. That's our event every year. Our partners know that that's our event every year. And it's something that we're really, really prideful about. Another thing that you were talking about is kind of being out in the community. With technology today and with social media, the easy option is just to direct message someone or to add someone on Facebook and things like that. There was a time, and there still is a time, where organic relationships are just as, if not more important. Like if I know and I hear of Josh Funk, I hear of good things because of the internet and everyone thing that everyone writes about Rehab to Perform and yourself as a person and a professional. But meeting you as a person enhances that. And that is critically important in creating a long-term relationship. So it's always important to, use social media and things like that to get out into the community, but be face-to-face as well, because that's where it's truly organic and those relationships are a lot more long-lasting.
Yeah, and I think that's something, that I've definitely learned from you over these past couple of years. Your name is obviously very, very much out there when it comes to
for better or
County.
worse. Yeah.
Yep. Once again, translating the fame from the Herson Bash to a very, very successful small business owner. With the holidays and the holiday event that you just mentioned, also comes the new year. With a small business plug here, what are some things that people should be considering around the change of a year when it comes to insurance?
With insurance changes, I mean, you should always be reviewing your insurance. Your situation changes. A lot of people make life changes, whether they're getting married, having kids, making some renovations to their houses, buying new cars and things like that. There's always all these opportunities and life changes to review your insurance. You're purchasing jewelry and things like that. So call a professional, even if it's not us. Call a professional. A lot of insurance companies are very 1-800 number based now, where there's employees that are taking care of you, but they may not have that personal relationship with you. I would always recommend calling an independent insurance agency where they have multiple insurance options for you. So they're really looking out for your best interests. And anyone who just doesn't understand their insurance, whether if it's their personal type of insurance, such as their car, home, their business, or even their life insurance. Life insurance is something that during the holidays, no one ever thinks of purchasing life insurance as a gift. It is a very, very selfless gift to purchase during the holidays because it's something that truly will last forever. And it's not like a gift that's thrown away in a couple of years, like a Legos or something like that. You know, if you don't understand your insurance, it's always so important, whether if it's the holidays or if it's hurricane season or if it's just freezing cold season, to just reach out to an insurance agent to understand your insurance. It's so important.
Thanks for that. I really appreciate you being on today. I've appreciated our just evolving friendship over the years. Hopefully, and I know you feel the same way, we're looking at another very, very successful season for the Caps. So,
absolutely.
With that being said, let everybody know where can they find you, where can they learn more? Yeah,
you can look us up on Facebook, or it's, funny that we're talking about personal relationships, but, just look up Congressional Insurance Associates on Facebook. We also have a website. You can seek us out there. We're heavily with that. You can also call our office. The number's 240-912-4150. We're happy to help out. We've been around doing this for a long time. We have in our agency over 40 years of insurance experience, and we're going to keep growing that.
Thanks for being on today, Mike. Wish you the best in the new year.
Thanks, Josh. You too.
Thank you for listening to the High Performers Podcast. We want to encourage you to join the conversation, access the show notes, and catch our latest episodes on the website. Please head to highperformerspodcast.com. And if you enjoyed the podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on Apple Podcasts. Until next time, thanks again for listening.